Well, everyone, we spent 6 months on the Appalachian Trail, so here's our summary. Many of our warm-up hikes were in Big Bend National Park. Here's a hot spring on the Rio Grande. The AT is a great weight loss program. We both lost over 30 pounds, and now our goal is to keep it off. As we left Amacola Falls, my pack weighed 33 pounds and Lolly's weighed 30. One of the big traditions of the Appalachian Trail is getting trail names. Within the first week, we became Lolly and Pop. Every few days, we had to go in town to resupply. Our second one was Hiawassee. The first hostel we decided to stay in was called Top of Georgia, right before the North Carolina line. The first 5,000-foot peak is Elbow Mountain and is at the 100-mile point. Many of the churches in the South help hikers out along the way. One of them in Franklin gives a free pancake breakfast to all hikers. One of the most amazing things we saw on the trail was a wood-burning stove that actually could charge your phone. Mice love shelters, and men do not like mice, so there's always an ongoing battle. After 2 nights of well below freezing, we decided to take a break, go to Nantahala Lodge, and believe it or not, we had this beautiful place all to ourselves. After 3 weeks of hiking, we finally started to see our first spring flowers. Sure is a welcome sight. It is amazing how hamburgers and french fries sure taste better after 3 days on the trail. One of the best things about the trail is drinking the local beer. They sure have some funny names. Purple Haze, Dirty Girl, good names to me. It took us almost a month, but we finally made it to the Smoky Mountains. Clingman's Dome is the highest point on the Appalachian Trail at over 6,600 feet. Typical March weather in the Smokies, rain and snow, so we took a zero in Gatlinburg and finally made it to the Tennessee-North Carolina border. After the Smoky Mountains and a long rock staircase, we came to the Standing Bear Hostel. It was by far the most unique place we stayed at the entire trail. Hot Springs, North Carolina is a very welcoming town for the hikers. It's got a great hostel and 3 or 4 places to eat. It was Easter when we arrived in Irwin, Tennessee, so we got together with our family and had a great dinner. On Irwin, we had to take a week off the trail because I had to have a tooth pulled. So we went back, got our camper, and spent a week at the Nolichucky Gorge Campground. The first town you come to in Virginia is Damascus, and the trail runs right through downtown. When people ask us our most favorite part of the trail, we normally say the Grayson Highlands. It's where the ponies were, and by that time the weather was finally starting to warm up. The Highlands is also the 500-mile part, and it is where we met somebody we hiked with for several months, Tri. Okay. Damascus, Virginia has an event called Trail Days. So we hitched a ride back and took in the festivities.
Have fun.
Can you believe it? We now actually have made it 600 miles. Bumblebees amaze me how they can fly, but with this example, you can actually see the dirt move under its wings. Well, the last 3 days of hiking have been nothing but rocks the whole way. And we were afraid of that today, but so far in the morning, it's been just like this. Got a pretty good size uphill a little bit ago, and now we're kind of on the ridge, walking in a nice padded trail. For 3 days in Virginia, it was the strangest thing. It sounded like it was raining, but it actually were caterpillars and beetles walking on the ground. No beetle pictures, but here are some moths and other bugs. Well, we hiked a little over 600 miles, about a third of the trail, so now it's time for a break in the videos. Please tune in to Volume 2 of our Appalachian Trail Adventures.